Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dailey Duo Podcast.
We're recording steps from lovely Lewes because this is where we live, sell, and play every single day.
I'm Scott Dailey.
And I'm Deniene. So grab a beach chair, kick off your flip-flops, and let's dive in.
Because we are the Dailey Duo. Okay, so in today's episode, we're talking about what it's like to be here full-time versus what it's like to be here part-time. We are full-time residents of the Delaware Beaches. Isn't that right?
Yes. And for me personally, I've been here for 25 years. You've been here a couple years longer than me.
Correct. Thanks, honey. So what's it like, you moved here from a large metropolitan area?
I did. I moved all the way here from California, and most of my friends didn't know that Delaware was a real state.
Whoa. Really?
Oh, yeah. They're like, Delaware, is that like a real state?
Were you a Valley girl?
Gotta pull that off every once in a while. Sorry.
She's literally from the Valley.
I am. I'm a Valley girl.
Right. And so if you're old enough, you might have saw the movie
Valley Girl.
Yeah, that one. But what I was thinking was Bill and Ted's
Excellent Adventure.
Right. And what is the next town over from the town that you grew up in?
San Dimas High School football rules.
Right. We're dating ourselves. That's a great movie from the 80s starring Keanu Reeves.
Yes. Next town over.
And they made a couple of sequels that I think are forgettable.
Yes.
But Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I was either in middle school or high school when that came out. And it was excellent. Get it?
Oh, also a claim to fame is, when he goes down the slide.
When who goes down the slide?
Oh, I can't even think of it. Anyway, it's a great water park in San Dimas as well.
Is that in the movie?
It's in a movie with, I can't think of his name right now.
It's great to bring up a movie you can't remember.
The black guy that's super funny.
Chris Rock?
No, keep going back.
Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
There's a water slide movie with
remember
Eddie
when
Murphy?
He dresses up?
Do you like when he played the overweight people, the Nutty Professor?
Hercules.
Oh, and that was in San Dimas.
That's in San Dimas, and he goes down that giant water slide. That's where I hung out most of my childhood.
Wow, who knew? San Dimas. Okay, so anyway, how has life changed here for you in the last 25 years?
So when I first moved here, I looked at my husband and I said, well, we were just dating at the time.
Right.
And I said, where is the Starbucks? And
my answer was,
there isn't one.
Right. No Starbucks.
So I actually had to drive down to Dewey, and they actually serve Starbucks coffee at this place called the Lighthouse.
Right.
That burned down, unfortunately. But now we have 3 Starbucks.
How about it? If that doesn't tell you we've arrived, then I don't know what does.
I know.
That's
Still waiting for a Costco.
So what else has changed? Let's go a little deeper. Versus like in season versus out of season, because that's kind of what we're covering today.
Yes. So in season, obviously, there's so much going on. We've got things on the beach. We've got, all kinds of plans, all places to go, from Funland to adult, watching music. You got the Rudder. There's so many great places.
So there's just an incredible amount of stuff to do here in the summertime. And a lot of it's outside,
Yes.
and it's great. You can be on the water by being on the beach. You can be on the water by going on a boat. You can be near the water, and places like Dewey Beach are all open. There's a lot of bars, a lot of live music. This is what you're saying, right?
Yes. And you can kite surf, you can do all kinds of activities. It's amazing in the summertime. It's very active.
And then all of a sudden, it starts to get a little colder. And how does this place change a little
S-
bit?
So I know you all complain as you move down here about traffic. Now, I would love to say that I do go back and visit my family in California, and I sit in traffic. Or I go and visit my brother who lives in the DC area, and I sit in traffic. Now, when I need to go anywhere in the summer here, I slowly go through traffic on for Thursdays and Fridays.
And why don't you unpack that distinction a little bit?
You're still moving. It's just slower, but it's not dead stop traffic.
Right. Interestingly, I had to go to Northern Virginia a couple of days ago. And it's about a 2.5 hour drive from the Lewes area to the Fairfax area. And it was an afternoon appointment that I had to go to. And after my appointment, I got right back on the good old Capitol Beltway, 495. And as I did, it took me 4 hours to get home. Now, all the traffic I sat in was inside the Beltway. Once I got outside of the Beltway, I didn't have any problems at all. But it was absolutely staggering, the kind of traffic. So I concur, because I grew up in the DC area, that it's just a lot. And it's nothing like that here, unless there's some bad accident and they've closed some lanes or something like that.
Yes. There's some people that try to do some crazy stuff, and I've seen it left and right,
Right.
driving on the wrong lane. Hey,
Yeah. And so one of the things that I know has changed is also the seasonality. When I first came down here, I was single, and I had a roommate, and it was his birthday in late October. And I was like, hey, I'm going to take you out dinner for your birthday. And we literally almost had to go to a fast food restaurant because it was like a Tuesday, it was the middle of the week, and there was nothing open. And nowadays, that's really not the case. In fact, the traffic counts that you find on Route 1 in the beach areas in the wintertime are higher than they were in the summertime 30 years ago. And so that is something that you would not have a problem going out to eat on a Wednesday night. I think it's also funny that one of the big bars down in Dewey, it's the Starboard, it has its grand opening party, and it was usually right around St. Patty's Day, either the weekend before or the weekend after St. Patty's. And it used to be that the Starboard was closed. And so this was their grand opening party. And ironically, they still have a grand opening party right around the St. Patty's Day weekend, but they never closed. They were always open. Maybe they're closed a couple of days during the week, but they're open every weekend of the year. And so they have their grand opening, and you're like, oh, the Starboard's finally open. And you're like, yeah, but it never closes now. And it used to. And so the grand opening party is still a thing, but the closing party, which would have been around New Year's, that's not a thing. They're still, well, maybe it is, but
yeah,
they're open.
just fun bands for all ages. I mean, obviously, you need to be over 21 to most places, but it's just a fun atmosphere.
So let's break down some of the things that you're going to want to understand if you're a full-time resident. How has been your experience with healthcare? I know that's one big factor for people as they're looking to move down here. And if you're going to
Yes.
make the full-time move, you're going to want to know about healthcare. So what advice can you give to a full-time resident?
I literally just got this question sent to me in an email today asking me about healthcare. And so we have been, well, we, not me personally. Sorry for the motorcycle driving by. But what has happened is between BB and Bay Health, they are continuously opening more and more healthcare facilities down here because they understand the amount of retirees that are moving down here and the need for what healthcare needs that they need. Did I say
Right.
that right?
I think you did.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you kind of nailed it. That the healthcare is available. If you're coming down with health insurance that's from a job, part of your retirement package, you're going to want to confirm that you're in network or whatever you need to
Yeah.
confirm that you're going to be able to access that healthcare here and with your insurance. But there are an increasing number of providers that are coming down here because this area is no longer a secret when it comes to retirement. And if
And,
you're go ahead. Sorry.
oh, sorry. And I was also going to say there are a bunch of concierge doctors as well, if that's what the avenue you want to go with.
Yeah, and so if you're a part-time resident, maybe that's not a big issue, and you can get health care in the other location that you are spending the other part of the year, or maybe you want to confirm that you can continue to do both.
Yes.
But a lot of people that are part-time residents, and so let's focus on that a little bit. We get folks that really want to be here probably 9 or 10 months out of the year and just want to be somewhere else. I don't know, for January and February, February, March, maybe.
They
And
call it a snowbird.
yeah, the snowbirds. And they want to go somewhere warm for that. How is it different from them? I mean, they might have different priorities in a house, different priorities in terms of the location, but then they also have to think about, how am I going to care for and maintain that house while I'm here?
Exactly. And they might have to winterize. So they want to have the right people and the right connections to be able to handle that situation.
Right. And we also run into people that know they're not going to use the property full time and they might want to rent it out.
Yes.
And you have to be really cognizant of where you buy to make sure the community will tolerate a short-term rental if that's what you're looking for do. There have been more and more communities that have been pushing back against weekly rentals and stuff like that. Sometimes they have minimum lengths, and you just have to be cognizant if that's something that you might be looking to do in your property. It's something that you want to cover with upfront with us or whoever you might be using.
Yes,
in real
and we
estate.
do long-term rentals. We do not do short-term rentals, but we can refer you on that. And also on another episode, we might be talking about lot rent.
Oh, lot, yeah, being careful.
Not this episode.
Right. Okay, so what's life like here? So that if you're getting out of here for the winter, what is life like here in the winter? What's your take on the winter season at the beach?
I still love it. I mean, we have a Christmas tree lighting. Shell Brothers does a wonderful job, and I will promote them because I think it's awesome. It's a free event.
What's it called, Hudding?
Shellville.
Thank you.
And it's so awesome. So if you're coming down or your kids are coming down, your grandkids are coming down, you can roller skate or not. I tried. It was a horrible event. But there's all
Too old.
kinds of small shops and you can go shopping. It's just a great way to get back to the area and they do a wonderful job of giving back to the area.
Right. And
And again,
so
it's free.
it's a giant thing. It runs, in the Christmas season.
They've got snowball fights. I volunteer every year. And again, if you're down here and you want to get involved in the community, it's a great place to get involved and you can volunteer.
100%. 100%. So also you want to know about the weather. And, if you're here in the summer, it's hot and humid a lot of the times. We have a nice microclimate in this area based upon the ocean. And so if you're close enough, and I mean 10 miles or less from the ocean is going to really change the weather here a little bit, especially in the fall and in the spring. In the fall, the ocean is still warm. Like the ocean hits its max temperature in, I don't know, early mid August, versus, summer is at its height in June, late June. So what ends up happening is the fall here stays a little bit warmer because the water keeps it warmer, and that's great. You don't see a lot of fall snowstorms here.
No.
We don't, and that works against you in the spring because the ocean is cold and the air warms up much more quickly, and it takes a while. It really takes into June for it to feel like summer here. Whereas if you go, say, to DC, which is about 100 miles west of us, you're just going to have a real issue when it comes sorry, I don't mean an issue. I mean, you're going to see a big difference in what the weather is like when you are out there in the weather in those times of years versus DC. Like it'll be 90s in DC and it will be in the 70s here. And if the air starts coming off the water, if the wind shifts, the temperature can drop even more. It's funny because everybody says Memorial Day is when the beach weather kicks off, and I mean, I wouldn't go in the water over Memorial Day. It's still usually
it's freezing.
It's like lower mid 60s at
But he
best.
never could have got me to move here if it was going to be snowing. Because it doesn't snow much.
We don't get a lot of snow. The ocean, even though the temperature goes down to like upper 30s is what the water temperature will be, you just can't really, that's still enough to make a rainstorm. Whereas again, 10, 15, 20 miles inland, it is all snow. And that just kind of is what it is. And so it gives you a great fall. And there's all kinds of things to do here through the fall. Pretty. And then, January and February are a little cold, and March and even a good chunk of April can be a little dreary.
But we have the most beautiful flowers that grow here. I mean, they don't have them in California. My mom used to have to put ice cubes in the ground in order to get tulips to grow because they don't grow in California. But they grow here freely, which is awesome.
Not a thing. And it's very green, and it's absolutely wonderful.
And the cherry blossom trees are so cool. Ugh.
Right. So if you're thinking about coming here full time and you're worried, like, oh, it's a beach town and the whole world just sort of goes away, I don't think that's a huge concern. And if you're thinking about being here part time, believe it or not, just about everything once you get off the boardwalk is open
full time,
almost year round, at least on the weekends. You'll have restaurants in town, Rehoboth, and places like that will close, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday,
They're
Thursday.
They're usually open, and they just close at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Now, it's not necessarily a late night, but
yeah.
None of this area is really a late night. Even the bars, if you're going out partying, are going to close at 1 a.m.
But what about the Cape Gazette?
Oh, and that's another local thing is the New York Times of the beach area, the paper of the old gray lady, whatever you want to call them. All the news that's fit to print. There's a lot of vestiges of small town life here, even though you're not really. This isn't really small town life anymore, but it was 25 years ago.
Yes.
And the Cape Gazette is the local paper, and everybody kind of reads it and pays attention to it so that you can see what's going on. And you can still get stuff published. You know, when your kid makes the honor roll at the middle school, they're going to have a news article about it.
Oh, and the recent article is about a 42-year-old lifeguard.
Yeah, and that's
front page news.
Front page, top of fold. That's the stuff. And
yes.
so that's what people still love maybe about local
they do.
papers.
And when I first moved here, my son Hunter won an apple bobbing contest. Front page. It was the coolest thing ever.
Right. So what we're saying really is that if you want to go and escape the weather, there's probably 3 months that you want to skip. But there is a great opportunity to really enjoy this area year round. And yeah, it gets cold. But people are wondering about, is it just snowing all the time? And it really isn't. So
no, you're not moving to Montana. You are not shoveling snow.
Is that it? I think we've broken down some of the ideas about how to live here year round. So this is the Dailey Podcast. We're sponsored by Dailey Real Estate. Leave us a comment and let us know if you are team snowbird or team year-round resident. But hopefully this gives you a little insight into what stuff's like. And we would love to have you put something in the comments. If you're interested about making the move here, we hope that you'd reach out to Dailey Real Estate so we can assist you in that process.
Yes.
We'd love to be a part of it. Until the next episode, I'm Scott Dailey.
And I'm Deniene Dailey.
Have a great day.
We're the Dailey Duo.